Welcome back, guys, and once again I'm going to be showing you how to make coins in FIFA 23. So if you're new around here and you need a god squad like mine, you are in the right place. And of course, if you want a chance of winning EAFC completely free, all you got to do is subscribe and send me proof over on Instagram. We'll be announcing the winners when we hit 15k, and we're getting ever so close, so get your entries in now. And as usual, if you need coins so if you guys are sick of losing at FIFA because your team isn't good enough or you're not good enough at the game, then right now you need to head over to skycoach.gg. Not only can they coach you in your weekend league or play your games for you, you can buy any amount of coins you want, and all of the services get 10% off right now with the code PRORECALL. Go check them out below. Make sure to click the link in the description, and let's get into it. Now guys, to start off the video, we're going to give you guys the opportunity to get another copy of EAFC. If we get a good footies card in this pick, I will add another copy. If there's a footy card, I'll be gassed either way. We didn't get a footies, but we did get Chiellini, but unfortunately, he's not what you needed to get some extras there. But we're going to go on to here to show you guys how you can make some coins to start off with. I know a lot of you are coming to these videos with absolutely nothing. So, to start off, you got a few options. First of all, you can play things like Div Rivals. I've actually been playing a lot more recently, really enjoying it. But for example, today was Rewards Day. What I chose was untradeable because I've got a load of coins. If you do not have coins, take tradable rewards every week. It's always going to be better for you because you can use them to make more coins. If I had 100k, I would take tradable rewards. Going over to squad battles, you can play this in the background of things. So for example, I'm working from home tomorrow. I can have this on my screen, not really play the games. I can do my job and then I can play the games and just kind of click play when it gets to halftime and things like that. You don't actually have to play the games, just score one goal and leave it to go, and then you have made some free coins and you get some packs at the end of the week. And then once again, we got foot champs. All you got to do is get in, qualify. You don't really need to play the games. You can even just get through the qualifiers. Whether you get through or not, you get a tradable reward. And worst case scenario, you go to stadium or you go over to your consumables and do a club gut. I actually sold a load of my anchor, my hunter, my shadows recently, some position modifiers, and I actually made like 150k. So you would have seen my video a couple of days ago. If you have a look at my coin balance, it's got 100k more, and that's all because of consumables. So make sure you're doing your club guts because you might find some gems. And of course, you guys know I absolutely love the icon SBCs. You've got a bronze rare and a silver rare squad, which are 11 players each. All you got to do is complete those. You get 2 rare gold players per SBC. There's 2 on every icon, and I've done every single one because they're really good pack weight and they're just good packs. You'll have the stuff laying around and they're tradable, so you've got something good out of it. And of course, the upgrade pack or the challenge pack that we get every single week that is absolutely brilliant. We have the beautiful throwback marquee matchups, and this one is going to make you coins week in and week out, so make sure you are doing it. Now of course, talking about marquee matchups, we've always got a potential filter in that, so it's always good to check. So right now, the bottom right corner of the SBC is Chelsea Liverpool, and at the minute that's kind of the one that really makes the most coins. So as you can see here, we don't have any Chelsea Liverpool players for what it looks like 4k maybe. It's looking like 5k, surely not. 5,000 coins for a Liverpool player. You can tell that people are wanting to do marquee matchups right now. So 5.5 there as the bottom level. Realistically for this one, if you snipe at about 5k, you are looking at good profit. You've got to be careful because right now the SBC came out 45 minutes ago. The market isn't very balanced, so it's hard to work out what the best thing to snipe for would be. Currently, I'm sort of here and there between, I'd say 5.5 is probably where you're looking for this one. Yeah, 5.5. 5k for the snipe. EA tax on 5.5 is about 250 coins. So you're looking at quite a good profit just off getting them at 5k. Of course, that would have been a ridiculous profit. When you do have filters like these, it's always good to check your club as well. We'll check Chelsea before we check the club. So Chelsea, from the looks of things, very similar, probably around what, 4k? Okay, so maybe a little bit more expensive on the Liverpool side, which means if you've got less coins, the Chelsea one's the one you want to start off with. We're looking at about the 3k mark. But as always, you're going to go to your club, go to your transfer list, and you want to obviously, first of all, check I don't have anything there. So we want to go to the Premier League, and we'll go to Chelsea first of all, see if we've got anything tradable from Chelsea, and see if there's anything we can get off at the minute. So nothing there. Nothing tradable there. We'll go all the way over to Liverpool just to have a look. It's always good to check these things because if I've got a Liverpool player that's maybe 300-400 coins, I could get a little bit of dough for him right now. Obviously, at the minute, I've got everything untradeable because I've been dumping the absolute hell out of my club. But you've got the opportunities there. Now, of course, being that there's been such good filters out of those ones, it's worth going back to marquee matchups. Just having a look at this bottom left one here. So Leipzig or Bayern München. Realistically, Bayern Munich, are we really going to be looking at anything from these guys? Probably not. So we're going to go over to Bundesliga. And on the Bayern Munich front, I think realistically, you're looking at about 700 coins. You got Chup Moateng. I don't know if they do have anyone else. So if you go on the gold rare front, it might be a little bit more hopeful. If we go to about a K, looks like that's a reasonable filter at that level. And then I think it was Leipzig as well, which is probably going to be at the bottom. Am I being done? Why can't I see it? There it is. And I guess RB Leipzig is probably, I guess, a filter if you go for the gold commons maybe. So gold commons on them, gold rare on Bayern Munich, and you've got 4 easy filters there that you could do on a low budget. Now, of course, guys, on a lower budget, you want to go for specials next because that's kind of the next step up. Gold team of the week isn't really a good option right now. Now, of course, if you do have the players in your club, you can go do the tradable gold team of the week SBC. That's just straight profit right now. But realistically, you can't really get an inform for less than 30k. So if you go to 30k, there's a ton there. If you go to maybe 27, what you should find is there isn't that many. I mean, they're all on 59th minute. They're all going to go straight away. Now, if you want to spend your time doing that, it is a usable method. Obviously, EA tax on 30k is 1.5. If you snipe at 27, you're looking at good profit there. But the chances are it's going to be hard to snipe them. As you can see, they are going like gold dust. But that is a method you can use if you've maybe got a bot or very fast hands. It's going to be useful for you. The other option, of course, if you take yourself over to Trophy Titans Icon, that's pretty much the next place you want to go. At about 50k, you can snipe, I think, 5 of these guys. So if we go to 40k, let's see what we got. So Del Piero, Dalglish, Fernando Torres. We've also got Owen. You've also got an Iniesta card not far from there either. So a lot of lovely cards there. The more they do kind of SBCs where these cards are available, or things that bring down kind of the lower rated market, these guys do drop and come up and down. So it's a brilliant one to kind of have a look at and test. On this end, you just want to do compare price. So you just want to spam out compare price, just kind of sit there, kind of wait around. I know it sounds silly, but you do want to spend a bit more time on these ones where you just spam it out. You should be able to make sort of 4 or 5k a card in a lot of scenarios, so it's a good one to kind of hold around for. You can see there, Casillas, that one's actually, that was a really good snipe, and that was a really big L from me. But then you can take yourself over. I think the next best set of specials realistically is Moment Team of the Season. Now, realistically, you can just do these off the bat at around the 20k mark. You've got a ton of different leagues here. You'll find Ito is kind of the cheapest one there. But if you take this over to maybe sort of 30, 40k, you can break down the other leagues that are available. So at 50k, you've got Fekir there, you've got Carter Vickers, you've got Tomori, you've got LaCroix. You can do a French. French is pretty simple. You can do English. So 2 options there. You can do Defender and English, and that's going to bring it down to Tomori and James. And you do realistically have quite a few of both of them available. So you've got a nice little filter there off the bat. If we pop that to, what, 30k maybe? I can't believe both of them are under 30k. That is insane. Brilliant teams can be built for about 200k right now. So what, 24? You can sit and snipe James at 24,000 coins. Realistically, that is unreal. Same, you can take yourself over to France and then similar things. So you're going to be looking at LaCroix, Fekir. You've got Moran there. He's kind of around the 200k mark, so he's not really near. You've also got Sissoko there. So a nice selection of players on the moment, and these are kind of the cheapest of the special cards that you get. If you take yourself over to Team of the Season, that's where things do get a little bit more pricey, but you can break it down to make it a little bit cheaper. So if we go, for example, I'd say French is probably a good front to go for the start, because you're going to have the likes of, I mean, Kolo Muani, he's going to be cheap. Saliba, very cheap. Rabiot even is quite cheap now. But then we've got the likes of Ben Yedder. How on earth Ben Yedder is 60k, I do not know. But you can even do, for example, strikers from the French league. That's not a bad one. But then you've also got the options of strikers who are French. So you've got Kolo Muani, and then you can have Lacazette on there. Obviously, kind of in the higher heights of that option. You've got Diaby here. So realistically, there's a lot of ways you can break this down. Obviously, I'll show you a few. Bundesliga would be the first one. You're going to have the likes of Koeman here, kind of at the 100k mark. You've obviously got the unattainable Nkunku, and then we've got Diaby, and we've got Kolo Muani. So if you want to kind of make it a little bit more realistic to a higher range, you want to go for a midfielder. We'll go for 100k there. You're going to be looking at, unfortunately, Kolo Muani meets that. So what we want to do is we want to get rid of him. So I'd say you want to put that to about 70 to get rid of him. Brilliant. And then we'll find our first Koeman here. So you've got Koeman, and then you're going to have Diaby on that as well, which is brilliant. Then, if you want a cheaper filter, we can just pop this onto strikers, and then we go down, obviously, for that Ben Yedder Muani filter, probably looking at about 50k range. So you've got Kolo Muani there, Ben Yedder creeping up a little bit at that 60-70k range. So a little bit more expensive, but he's attainable with a lower value budget. If we take ourselves over to, I mean, Shapeshifters I'm not a huge fan of, but Trophy Titans Hero, these guys are interesting. You can just do that as a base filter. You're looking at Prem really easily, but then you add Donovan in, so you don't really need to filter this one. Literally just put it at like 30k, and you can pretty much spam through all of these. There is is filters to be done for these more expensive players, which I will run through on a different video, but this is 0 to 200k, and that really does surpass that, so there's no point putting it in here. Now, realistically, looking at the Team of the Year icons, I don't want to spend too much time on it, but it's always one to talk about. Oh my god, maybe we talk about this a bit more. Vidic, Pirlo, and Zanetti were not on this filter before. That is insane. How many of the Team of the Year icons aren't on this filter? I'm pretty sure like 70% of them are here now. That is insane. Maybe this is a filter we talk about a bit more. You're looking, I think, for the minimum for these guys. I think it's like, I want to say it's like 10k. I want to say these have the lowest minimum possible. So you're looking at about 75. Realistically, it's 72 there, 73. These are very snipeable on a low budget. I did not think there would be as many in there. That is not what I was expecting to see. So that is even better than what we thought would happen there. I would say on World Cup team in the tournament front, there isn't a lot there. I mean, the Man City, surely there's some good Man City players in here. Premier League, let's have a look. Is it just Foden? Have we just got the old Foden card? Not brilliant, but I'm sure if we pop England in there, Kane and Foden, that might be a good one to do. Kane and Foden, because them two sitting around the 50k mark, that's always decent. Obviously on the Man City front as well, if you take yourself over to Path to Glory, Man City, you've got the likes of Grealish, who you can cap out very easily, but then we've got Bernardo Silva, and you've got this Walker card, which is still retaining value. I've got him in my team, and I fully understand it. I'm praying that they do a footies for him. I don't care if I lose 100k. Footies Kyle Walker is needed in my team more than anything else. I would probably cry the day that card came out. But speaking of crying, you guys might have to. The video is over. I know it's a hard thing to deal with, but if you want to see more, all you got to do is subscribe. And if you didn't like the video, but you want a free copy of FIFA, just subscribe for the chance anyway. Of course, drop a like down below if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.